This is the story of a boy named Adarsh who has a dream. One day to ride in a BMW car. Every day he would stand in front of the showroom, gazing at the cars, and waiting for his girlfriend Anandi. Today was special for him. As always, Adarsh and Anandi were standing together. With a smile, Adarsh said, "Just wait, Anandi. One day I'll be riding in a BMW." Anandi, irritated, replied, "Every day I hear the same dialogue. You're like Mungeri Lal, always dreaming dreams that will never come true. You stay with your dream. I'm going to the office. When you finally get your BMW, let me know." She began to leave. Adarsh quickly moved forward and grabbed her hand. She pulled it away, but Adarsh held it again. Holding each other's hands, the two walked towards the office. When they reached, both sat down at their respective seats. Adarsh was at his desk when a peon arrived. The peon said, "Sir, the boss has called you." Without looking at Anandi, Adarsh stood up and went into Boss Kundan's cabin. Surprised, he asked, "Yes, tell me, sir." In a serious tone, Boss Kundan said, "Come, Adarsh. I've been waiting for you. This is a bag. It contains 80 million rupees, 8 crore, in cash. You must deliver it to a property dealer. My BMW and driver are waiting outside. Go immediately. Deliver it before 10 o'clock at any cost, otherwise the deal will be cancelled." Adarsh was stunned but overjoyed. His dream was coming true. He was going to sit in a BMW. Clutching the bag tightly, Adarsh sat inside. The car started moving. He admired the seats and the luxurious interior. On his mobile, Adarsh told Anandi, "Anandi, my dream has come true." Anandi, surprised, said, "What? Did my blessings work for you? Where did you get a BMW from?" Adarsh said, "I'm sitting in my boss's BMW. And I have 80 million rupees with me too." Anandi snapped, "And you didn't even come to see me first? How selfish you are." Adarsh explained, "These 80 million rupees, I have to deliver them urgently to a property dealer. Boss said it must be done quickly." Thinking for a moment, Anandi said, "So you're sitting in a BMW, you have 80 million with you? What if you just run away with it all, leaving me behind?" The girl sitting next to Adarsh overheard this, and her ears perked up. Anandi continued, "Actually, that's a great idea. Why don't we take the money and run away? We'll have a bungalow, a BMW, we'll get married, and life will be nothing but fun." Adarsh, angry, replied, "Are you crazy? I will never betray my boss."
The office girl overheard this conversation. Immediately, a rumor spread. Adarsh is going to run away with the money. When Boss Kundan heard it, he panicked. He had a seizure and collapsed. Chaos erupted in the office. Slowly, tension began to rise. Adarsh truly started thinking that Anandi was right. Why shouldn't I just keep the money? I'll have a bungalow, I'll buy my own car, marry Anandi, start my own construction company, and then throw a grand party. Around him, he imagined friends, celebrations, alcohol, music, and dance, currency notes flying in the air, a world full of joy and laughter. Suddenly, Adarsh's head hit the front seat. The driver, startled, said, "Driver, sorry, sir, had to brake at the signal." Adarsh closed his eyes in pain and began to think again. If I take this money home, what will I tell my parents? A loud slap echoed in his mind, his father shouting, "You're stealing? Get out of my house." He opened his eyes suddenly, sweat dripping down his face. Just then, Anandi's SMS arrived. "The boss is dead. Run away." Another thought struck him. Taking the money wasn't going to be easy. What should he do? A dangerous idea flashed. He grabbed the driver by the neck and shouted, "Stop the car!" Pulling the driver out, he threw him onto the road and jumped into the driver's seat himself. He sped up the car recklessly. A traffic police vehicle gave chase, sirens blaring. Panicked, Adarsh pressed the accelerator harder. He hit a fruit cart, then collided with another car. Sweating, gasping, he still pushed forward, running a red light. Suddenly, the BMW crashed into the divider. The front was crushed. The car screeched to a stop. A police inspector came up to the window. "Inspector, you crossed the red signal. Show me your license." Adarsh came to his senses, realizing he was actually sitting in the back seat, panting and drenched in sweat. In reality, the traffic policeman was asking the driver for his license. Then Adarsh understood. It was all just a dream. The driver got out of the car to speak to the policeman. Adarsh sat frozen in the back seat, fear, despair, and greed flashing across his face. Another SMS from Anandi buzzed. Adarsh, the boss is alive. He just had an epileptic seizure. Don't do anything. Adarsh sighed in disappointment, muttering, Damn it. His face showed both frustration and relief. He realized his dream was nothing but a moment's illusion. But just then, his phone switched off. In his mind, a question lingered. Should I run? The driver opened the car door. Adarsh asked, What happened? Driver, they kept my license. He restarted the car and drove on. Adarsh asked the driver, Do you have a mobile charger? Driver, No, sir. Adarsh then asked, The boss could have given this money to you. Why didn't he? The driver laughed. Maybe he thought I'd run away with it. That means he trusts you more. He knows you won't run away with the money. Adarsh fell silent. He thought to himself, What was I even thinking? The boss trusted me. This money nearly drove me insane. The car stopped. Driver, Sir, the dealer's office is here. Adarsh took a deep breath. The driver offered, Give me the bag, I'll carry it. But Adarsh clutched it tightly and got down himself. He slowly walked into the dealer's office. A peon directed him to Agarwal's cabin. Adarsh entered and sat in front of him. Agarwal, good you came on time. Adarsh, yes, thank God. He handed over the bag. The dealer asked jokingly, The full amount is here, right? You didn't take out anything in between, did you? Adarsh was startled. He took out a handkerchief, wiped his face, and said, If I was going to take something, why would I take just a little? I'd have taken the whole thing. Dealer, laughing, You've got a good sense of humor. I like it. Relieved, he added, Thank God the money arrived safely. Would you like something? Tea? Coffee? Adarsh, exhausted. No, just a glass of water. And my phone's discharged. Please put it on charge. The dealer nodded. The peon brought water. Adarsh drank, then quietly asked, Please give me my mobile back. Call the boss and inform him you've received the money. Agarwal took the phone, tried to call, but said, Oh, the phone is switched off. Outside, Adarsh turned his own phone back on. The moment it powered up, a message appeared. The boss is dead. Now you're the owner of 80 million. Congratulations. Adarsh sighed heavily. What? Congratulations? Looking up, he muttered, Agarwal is lucky. Otherwise, oh God, what have you done? He got back into the car. It drove away. That evening, Adarsh and Anandi stood outside the BMW showroom eating ice cream. Anandi, sighing. Today was such a heavy day. May God rest the boss's soul. Adarsh, angrily. It was you who tempted me. God saved me from making a mistake, but your thoughts killed the boss. I can't be with a crazy girl like you. Anandi thought for a moment, then snapped back. You dreamed of riding in a BMW. If only you had dreamed of owning one. She threw away her ice cream and walked off. Adarsh watched her go. Then he looked at the BMW showroom. He took a deep breath and recalled, Someone once said, if you truly desire something, the entire universe conspires to bring it to you. My dream of riding in a BMW came true. Now I'll dream of becoming its owner. But before dreaming, let's ask the price. Adarsh went inside, looking at the cars. In front of him stood the very model he had ridden earlier. He lovingly touched it. A salesman walked over. Adarsh, what's the price of this one? The salesman looked him up and down, smirked, and replied sarcastically, This is a BMW. Price? 5.5 million, 55 lakhs. Do you even have the capacity to buy it? Adarsh stepped out of the showroom. He looked towards the direction Anandi had gone, then towards the spot where the ice cream had melted. To him, it felt as though the BMW itself had melted away.